Hey guys, this is Tiff, the garden goddess. No, we are not in my garden today. I'm super excited today because I am going to be helping my friend plan his garden in his new house in his backyard, and I'm super excited. This guy's like the healthiest guy I know, but he literally cannot grow anything for nothing. So this will definitely be an adventure. I want you guys to come along with me and just kind of see my thought process when I'm looking at gardens and trying to lay them out, when we're talking about directions, what it is you want to grow, and sunlight, water, all of that. We have to consider all of that when we're planning a brand new garden. So come with me and meet my special guest for the day. Hey everyone, so my illustrious guest here today is Chris James from A Healthy Alternative. He's like the healthiest person I know, and he has officially bought a new house. We are here on the property, and I will just be, y'all will watch me kind of walk around and give him my opinions. We'll talk about directional stuff, sunlight, water, all that great stuff. But first, I wanted to ask Chris a couple of questions. So why is it that you want a garden at your new house?
Well, I want a garden, period, because, I teach and promote healthy eating and wellness. And I think that the key to healthy eating is growing at home, because you can't really buy healthy stuff at the store anymore. So I think it's important to have your own food. And also, I just think for survival tactics, we need to know how to garden, and especially with the Rona creeping around right now. It's just a good idea to have your own garden. And also, I think there's a connection between yourself and your food that you could build, especially energetically. Plants and things react to your energy and you talking to them and everything. And I think it just helps to all create wellness inside. So,
Yeah, this is so true, especially when you're talking about doing the water fasting that you promote. A big part of that is connecting to nature and getting back to the basics, and you can't do that any better than with gardening. Plants provide oxygen. They have so many great benefits outside of just feeding us. Emotional health, they aid that. And so I'm really excited you're going to do this because I really think it ties into everything that you believe. So yeah, let's show me what's going on. All right, so this is the front yard. Kind of step back here. It's on a hill, and the house actually faces at this car pass. The house is actually facing the north. And so this is morning sun that we're getting right here. I think it's really important to note, yes, he needs to mow his lawn, but it's important to note where the grass is growing, right? Because a lot of times when you have weeds like this, you can grow food here. When you have areas like this along the wall, where it's very sparse, things aren't growing very much, just think about, can kale grow here? Can spinach grow here? Probably not so much. But when you see a patch like this, you can probably grow food, even though it is on the north side of the property. So this is the front yard. Are you interested in growing in the front yard?
I think it'd be cool if we could grow something in the bed here. Maybe some vegetables like kale or Swiss chard or cabbage. Anything like that would be cool. Maybe if we could do like a combination of it looks good and we could eat it.
Yeah.
That would be great.
So something that you could probably think about, because once again, this is a lot of sun, or this is a lot of shade right over here, is maybe even putting a decorative bed on the other side of the sidewalk. So it'll just it'll be edged, it'll be nice and neat, but it'll have access to this morning sun. That might be something to consider.
So a bed right here.
Yes, along the sidewalk. Yeah, make it probably about 2 to 3 feet wide, and you can get, it'll provide privacy for the windows too. If you're weird about people looking in your house, if you want to have the windows open. But Yeah, we can add a bed right here if you like, and then just kind of go from there. Because even if, I mean, if you're really trying to take advantage of the space that you have in this morning sun, which is great, because in the summer it gets really hot.
Hmm.
So certain plants you want them to have morning sun and not that hot evening sun. So you can even do maybe like a 2 foot tall bed along the sidewalk, and then right in front of it have a lower bed, and just kind of build it out so it still looks neat and it's orderly, but it's just taking advantage of the
Okay.
morning sun. So that's something to consider.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so let's go in the backyard. So this is a driveway. We are walking south. I've never
What do you
seen
think about
this.
a potential here? That obviously it's not getting much sunlight.
Um, what worries me is that it's just dirt. That there's nothing growing here right now.
We had foundation work done, so we had to
Oh,
dig up the
okay.
dirt around the side of the house.
Okay.
So that might be why.
Yeah, maybe we can put more leafy things back here, like spinach. Um, yeah, and just kind of play it. Like I would probably experiment a little bit by taking advantage of this morning light and just see how much. I mean, a lot of this we have to. This is really important is to gauge how much sunlight you get in each area at a time. So it's like coming outside periodically. It's just kind of doing your research and saying, okay, this had sun at 10 a.m. Now it has sun at 1 a.m. Now it has sun at 2 a.m. So, maybe. Okay.
Okay, so
Walking around to the back. This is it.
this area is going to be off limits for gardening.
Why?
It's going to have a different purpose, so
Oh, okay.
we're not going to put anything there.
That would be an amazing gardening space.
Yeah, but what I was thinking is on this side, maybe we could do something. So it's not getting the morning sun, but as the sun starts to go down, it'll get evening or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So it'll get it later in the day. So I would love to take advantage. You see the grass and everything's very lush and bushes
Yeah.
and everything grows really well. If we could take advantage of this all the way to the fence.
And what is this? Is this a rosemary bush?
I don't know what it is. Whoever did the
I
gardening back
actually.
there just put a whole bunch of random
Yeah, this is a rosemary bush. So
So
this
we
will
should leave
definitely
this.
stay. Yeah.
because I was just gonna get rid of it.
If you just
Rosemary.
pick it and then smell it. Yeah, it smells good.
Wow.
So you have a rosemary bush. Good job.
Good job. We got a rosemary bush already.
So something can grow back here. Rosemary bushes are really hardy though. Like they can grow anywhere. So I wouldn't
okay.
get too excited. But this is cool. So this is on a hill and I've never Oh, okay, there's more yard. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
there's a
okay,
lot of
cool.
yard.
I've never planted on a hill, but there are definitely benefits of that if you plant appropriately. I've heard a lot of times if you plant like water loving plants at the bottom as the water kind of filters down, or try to put beans at the top, and then beans are nitrogen fixing, and then having more water loving, nitrogen loving plants at the bottom. Even if we put flowers at the bottom, I mean, I've heard really good things about growing on a hill, which is awesome. I think you wanted me to look at these plants. These low-key look like rose bushes.
That's what I was just thinking now all of a sudden.
You have a flower coming through. This looks like a rose bush, quite
Okay.
possibly. So we'll know in a little bit what it is.
Because I was going to just rip all these out
Don't.
and start from scratch. But if they're rose bushes.
Yeah.
So this is the only flower. These are just leaves. These are different. Okay.
You
got a
got
couple
tons of
them.
flowers. They're all coming.
So we'll see what they are soon.
Yes.
But these are two different plants.
Are they?
Are they?
I don't think so.
No.
I really think you might have roses.
Okay. I'll leave the rose. Look, this one's already dead.
Yeah. Over here you have daffodils. Or no. These are the irises. Yeah, look at that.
They had bloomed a couple of days ago.
It's an iris. Yeah, we just gotta cut these back, and then they'll keep blooming throughout. Really big bush.
What we were thinking about is clearing all of this and potentially adding it to the garden, because this is just decorative. Nothing is edible.
Well, okay, I don't want to take away from the importance of a decorative garden. I mean, you, yes, you want a lot of space for food. This is a ton of space for food, BTW. If we took advantage of every inch of this space, you will have a buttload of food. Like, don't underestimate how much space it takes to grow. But these are really beautiful, and look, they're flowering. So, what's the number one thing you need for, oh, I just got it, is bees.
Bees.
You need bees, and they're all over this thing. And so I wouldn't be as quick to take this down, maybe eventually if you want to, but you're gonna have to compensate with flowers. You can't have a garden without flowers because the flowers attract the bees, which you can almost hear them buzzing over here.
Okay,
So
well that's good. That's a good advice then, because you're right. I do need bees, and this plant has a lot of, or this tree has a lot of bees.
yeah,
So then,
and even if we just shape it up a little bit,
that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
We can't use the entire backyard for the garden, unfortunately. So there needs to be a area that's quarantined for activities and things. So I really was thinking along this fence, kind of on the outer perimeter, possibly wrapping around. We could use that little area on the hill, as you mentioned earlier, a little bit, but really from here to the edge of the house, it's going to kind of be activity area.
Wait, it's gonna be activity. Oh, and
Right.
this is just gonna be the gardening area. Okay.
Yeah, from here or along the fence, we could do the garden, and then from like maybe if we come out about 10 feet from that point to the edge of the house is going to be for activities and stuff.
Sweet.
And then from the other side, we could do more garden.
The other side. What do you mean?
So from the edge of the house here on back.
Oh,
we could,
that's a lot of space. I thought you were saying all this was going to be activity area.
not the whole thing,
Oh, God.
but it'd be good if we could get garden here around maybe
Oh, on the edge of the house.
On the edge of the house.
Got it.
And I wanted to keep this place open back here because there's a walkway, there's a fence, and we might be doing something different back here. But we could possibly do some gardening back here too.
Okay. Probably not. I don't see anything growing on this side of the house.
This is
Now,
where the foundation work was done.
yes, but most vegetables need at least 5 hours. So we're talking about this is southeast, right?
This is east.
Yeah. And so this
this will be southeast, like right here.
yeah. So those trees are blocking a lot of your sun, unfortunately.
Well, so like as you can see, the path of the sun is gonna come like right. So once it gets right here, this whole area is gonna get a lot of light.
Does it?
Yeah, once the sun gets to like right here, this is all lit up.
Okay.
Now I don't know why nothing has grown. I mean, that I know for a fact that's 100% because we have foundation work.
Right.
I don't know why anything's not growing back now.
Oh yeah, I mean that's because everything got dug up. I'm not
Yeah, it
concerned
got
about
dug
that.
up, so-
Well, okay, yeah. If this is gonna get, it would literally at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, it would need to light this area up to grow anything significant.
Yeah, I
So
think around 12 o'clock it will. We'll double check it.
yeah,
But you see my fence? So we could do it along the fence too, if that's better.
yeah, that would be a good space for sure. Along the fence.
Yeah. Turn this so with the gate open, the whole thing.
Okay, so from there on down. Okay, the only concern I have is that this is a big tree and you want your garden bed. I mean, all of these are big trees. We talked about doing in-ground garden beds, which I love. We can try, but I'm not busting my back, and I don't expect you to try and get through these tree roots.
The tree roots.
Yeah, the tree roots in the ground.
How deep do we have to go?
Well, we want to go at least 12 inches. At least.
I'm sure we can get 12 inches without hitting these roots.
Okay.
I can get you 12 inches.
All right. We'll see. Because you hit that first tree trunk and you are not budging. Not unless you have like
Well,
a saw.
well, I
The,
was
the only problem, the only thing that I'm not sure of is will that hurt the tree?
right. That's what I was because I can get through a root if we need to,
Right.
but those as big as those trees are, unless it's like a main, they got so many roots. They should be okay, right?
I don't know. I don't know if cutting a root makes the tree weaker in that area and more prone to fall, or I'm not exactly sure. But I
We could.
am definitely.
Do you think we should clip some of the trees down for sunlight?
Um, I believe that you can keep all your trees, but all of these lower limbs here,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just good housekeeping is to clean these up and it'll give you more light.
Right.
It's okay to keep a nice tall tree, but these lower limbs are, and these little saplings at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
those can go. You see that limb right there is already broken.
Right.
Um, I hate, of course I cut down a really big tree at my house, which I have a little bit of regret about, but
Yeah.
I think your trees, we might be able to keep them. We just need to trim them up a little bit.
Okay.
Whatever's hanging over. What type of tree is that?
I don't know. I was just looking at that. It looks like it might be something special.
It looks like it had berries on it or something. I don't know. You
I've
guys
never
can't see
seen
it.
berries, but I haven't been here during
Ooh,
the
it's a spider.
summer.
Oh god.
What is that, spider?
Yeah.
You tripping.
Anyways, so that's the fun thing about having a new house and it being spring. You just never know what's gonna pop up. And it looks like the people here did a little bit of landscaping. It's just kind of gotten out of control.
For a while now.
Yeah.
What about the possibility of fruit tree? Is there any possibility of getting a fruit tree somewhere?
This is perfect for an apple tree. Honestly, apple trees can't take all of the heat of the evening. I'm learning this now. I will have a video up of a tour, and I have some apple trees, and they're struggling because I put them in full sun. So I'm gonna move them. So they like this kind of shaded area. I have one apple tree that's in a shaded area, and it is in heaven. It's doing better than the other two.
Okay.
So definitely an apple tree can go back here. If you want to do like a peach trees take a lot of work though. Maybe let's start with an apple or a
Easiest
fig tree.
thing.
Apples actually aren't easy, but I think they would grow best in this shaded area. You could also do a fig tree if you like. Do you like figs?
Fig Newtons, the cookies.
Okay.
I don't know about the actual figs. I've never really had them. Something with more water would be better.
Okay. Well, we got to start somewhere. We got to start practicing.
Can avocado tree go back?
Yeah, I bet an avocado tree could grow back here. The only thing I'm worried about is the cold. It wouldn't be in the ground. You'd have to take it in once it gets a certain temperature. It's hard to think about that now because it's about to be 80, 90 degrees today.
No, but that's good. And then I was also thinking that probably like a grapevine could grow along the fence, maybe somewhere.
Oh yeah, look, the grapevine can grow in your backyard. It can grow.
Yeah, it's growing. The leaves started growing.
Yeah,
So
it can grow
maybe
anywhere.
along the fence. Probably keep it on our side.
Yeah, that fence doesn't look like it's in the best shape. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it looks
Whose
like it's
responsibility is this?
I'm assuming theirs, but I don't know.
Oh, ugh, there's so many spider webs. God.
Nature, garden goddess in nature.
The garden goddess does not like spiders.
You should probably watch out for this. That might get in your hair.
Where? Oh my gosh. Okay. If you do it along that fence, I mean, you're gonna want your own trellis though. You're not gonna want it on the fence.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Because it'll ruin the fence over time. And if you have
Insulated
to, well, there's all this moisture and everything that goes along with grapes, and it holds moisture, and it's next to this fence. And if anything happens to that fence, you'll have to take the grapevine down. And so you don't want to lose the grapevine just because the fence gave out. So you can put it along the fence, but I would have its own trellis.
Okay.
The biggest thing you want to remember is you want to be able to reach. You want to be able to reach. So I said 2 feet because that's usually how far people can reach. So
I mean, this is what, 2.5 feet-ish?
yeah. Okay. I mean, as long as you feel comfortable. I mean,
I just don't want the door, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming too far.
And you said the faucet is over here, right? Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh
right
yeah, there it is. This is perfect. So yeah, we can start. You just get a shovel and you dig up the sod,
It's not a big deal.
and then we go down.
You can see as the sun is coming, it's wide
Yeah,
open.
this is perfect.
So we're about 11:10 or so now.
This is exciting.
12:30, it'll just be light right here.
Yes, let's start over here as soon as possible. All right, so that is the tour of his garden. We were just talking about how much, y'all, he's like 7 feet tall. How much work is gonna take because we are gonna try and do in-ground garden beds. So what that is going to consist of is actually digging up the sod and putting it somewhere else, essentially, if you want to keep it. And then we have to amend the soil. So in North Texas, we have a lot of clay soil. And so when I was doing my in-ground garden beds, it was a lot of sand, expanded shell, which are little rocks that help bust up clay. And you just kind of dig a foot down at least, and then you just mix it up like a soup. A lot of compost. It's a lot of work, but the results, the way the food grows in ground, I've noticed is amazing. So it'll be worth it.
All right. Well, I look forward to it. I don't think it'll be that much work. I'm in construction, so used to hard work.
We'll see. All right, well, I will keep you guys updated. Thank you for joining. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.